Renée Sferrazza, your sommelier, here to put amazing wine in your glass. And these are my liquid pleasures. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be tasting the Conundrum White and the Conundrum Red wines, but we're going to be daring to pair them with some very flavor-filled dishes. I'm in the King Street West area of Toronto, Canada, and I'm going to be visiting 2 different restaurants that have a reputation for serving up spicy, savory flavors from around the globe. So if this is the kind of content you like, don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe because we are going to get into this. The Conundrum wines are made by the very famed Wagner family wine group. They are the people behind the Camus wines themselves, and the Wagner family has been instrumental in forging the landscape of winemaking in Napa and the Sissoun Valley with a history that dates back to the 1850s. I'm starting off at Chubby's Jamaican Kitchen. This is a great spot with a fabulous menu, and it just also happens to be Michelin starred. So let's start off with the Conundrum White. This year's vintage is a blend of Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, Semillon, and Viognier. Has a beautiful color tone to it with some nice golden flecks, but let's get into the aromas. There's wonderful grapefruit notes, Meyer lemon, starfruit, which is bringing in some really nice tropicality too, and there's really great floral aromas in here as well. Let's get onto the palate. On the palate, this is a wine with a lot of crispness and levity. Has a really beautiful and delicate finish too. And when I'm thinking about what to pair with it, these dishes are so great. So I have the saltfish fritters from Chubby's, as well as their watercress and papaya salad. And with this wine, I really want these nice spiced flavors to go with it. So for the saltfish fritters, we get a lot of bright saltiness in it. The saltiness is bringing out this great softness in the wine, really nice fruit perspective too. And then with the papaya salad, gotta love papaya. Might not taste sweet right away, but the sweetness of the papaya really brings those fruit notes from the nose right onto the palate of this wine. Truly delicious. I have to go back in for another bite. The Conundrum White wine was an experiment that started at the family dinner table more than 25 years ago. Charlie Wagner Sr. had a penchant for blending together different white wines, all in the hopes of creating a great wine to pair with his meal. And you know what? This experimentation is what started the Conundrum White blend, which entered the market in 1989. It's a beautiful blend that expresses the levity and brightness of California's terroir. A great white wine needs a red wine counterpart, so the Conundrum Red was created in 2011 with the same sentiments as the white. It's a blended wine from California that's made to pair, and this year's vintage is a blend of Zinfandel, Petit Syrah, and Cabernet Sauvignon. When we look into the glass, there's some beautiful purple and ruby tones, but let's get into the aromas as well. Really lovely cherry, blackberry, and plum notes in there. Nice purple flowers, and get this earthiness to it as well. Great minerality. Let's get onto the palate. On the palate, you feel those red fruit notes, but you also have acidity, which is really great for pairing. Some nice plush tannins and great structure. So I have 2 more pairings from Chubby's for this wine. The first is the slow-cooked jerk chicken wings. Jerk is a great seasoning. It's smoky, it's spicy, and it's sweet. And with these wings, you really bring out those fruit notes in the wine, pairing that sweet with sweet. Now, I also really enjoyed the curried goat dish with this wine because this is a dish that benefits from its acidity, but also from its aromatic profile. Going back in for another sip, and another bite because it's just too delicious. Keeping the this movable feast going, I am at Little Sister Dutch Indo Food Bar in Toronto, and I have two more dishes to pair with the Conundrum White blend. And those are going to be the udang curry and their beautiful charred bean salad. What's really interesting about the Conundrum White blend is that it has evolved since its first creation. Used to start off a little bit sweeter with a little bit more fruit perspective, showcasing those sweet notes. But now you have less than 1 gram of sugar per glass. It's a little bit leaner and brighter and showing a different side of Californian terroir. And that's great when it comes to these two dishes. The udang curry is a beautiful shrimp dish done in a turmeric coconut milk curry sauce, and you need that brightness to kind of clean your palate between every bite. And then when we get into the charred bean salad, green beans like this, they need a Sauvignon Blanc, they need Semillon. The Chardonnay and Viognier really add everything together, so you get this beautiful crunch, and a delightful pairing, that really bring up that perspective and green notes and make for a calm finish. When making the Conundrum blends, vineyards across California's great winemaking regions are brought into the mix. These wines start in the vineyards. They start in the small towns with generations of farmers bringing their grapes into this winemaking process, just like the Wagners have been making wines for generations. With the Conundrum Red blend, I have two dishes that are perfectly poised to pair with it. We have the Semur Java and the Babi Panggang. The Semur Java is a braised short rib dish, and it's very earthy. It goes so well with the beautiful plush tannins of this wine and its wonderful fruited and floral aromas. But if there is a dish that goes perfectly with the Conundrum Red, it has to be the Babi Panggang. This is a smoked pork belly dish, and it's just so perfect with this fatty pork belly. You get some great acidity in the wine that just matches so well. When you think about Californian wines, what are you pairing them with? It's always great to stretch the imaginations and get a little bit more daring with your pairings. The Conundrum wines are made to be paired. These are wines that have food right in the front and center to enjoy right alongside them. So I want to hear from all of you. Let me know right down in the comments below, what would you be pairing these wines with? And don't forget to check out in the caption where you can get them and try them yourself. Cheers everyone, see you next time.